You there. A word, if I may. We must talk.
I think he means you.
Wonderful. Go on then.
One goes to another. Your rigging says you are, or were, a Banisher, correct?
Correct. I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McWraith. What can we do for you?
As I'm sure you're aware, someone, somewhere, has made a mistake. Several mistakes, in fact.
Oh, aye.
Yes, I'm not supposed to be dead, and even if I were, I shouldn't be here talking to you. I seem to be haunting Jane. I'd like to employ you to do whatever it is you do and send me on my way.
Do you have any unfinished business that could be keeping you here?
Business was my trade. Trade was my business, but I'm not here because of unsold stock. I must be here for Jane. She was my bodyguard. The contract was informal, but we obeyed it to the letter. For my part, for years I helped to track a group of mercenaries known as the Hummingbirds.
Go on.
I'd rather not. Jane's proudly Pennacook, and the story is her own. She'd tell it to you before she tells your man. She doesn't much trust white men.
I'm shocked. Keep talking.
Before we left New Eden Town, Jane had a secret. She was working on a map. I suspect she was up to something dangerous.
Unfinished business. I'd like to see that map.
If you look behind me, you'll find her quarters. Be discreet. I've betrayed her trust enough.
Jane doesn't trust her boss.
We should poke through the Squire's books.
She's very defensive about that particular patch of forest.
Like you with the blanket when the night is cold. How do you rebuild a life after such horror?
By taking revenge, it would seem.
I wonder about the epidemic. Was it a local disease or something else?
We're not opening that without a key.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
No keys here. I thought I saw something shiny. Still nothing.
You need to see this. I wouldn't have kept a key here.
You probably would. There. The Squire's archives.
Paris had traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
He knew she had nowhere else to go.
Did he wish to help, or did he wish to profit?
Squire Paris bought Jane's freedom, then hired her as his bodyguard.
That was generous of him. This contract is the ghost tie. Right. We should talk to the Squire.
Yes?
Hummingbird mercenaries massacred Jane's people. She likely seeks revenge.
Ah, right.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do you think we came to a backwater like New Eden? She knew the hummingbirds had been here.
I wonder if it's this that's keeping you here.
Yes, of course. It must be. Right. That's sad. Can I go now?
Jane wants revenge on the mercenaries who killed her people. Maybe that's why you're still here. Give us something to work with, Paris.
Jane had a cache of weapons in the wood. The fiery grove, as she described it. I presume it to mean that the trees there are autumn red.
Arms in the woods. Red-leaf trees. Noted.
We'll take our leave, Squire Paris.
I'll set up shop by my graveside. You'll find me there.
Let's find this fiery grove. She means to kill the hummingbirds.
Hell of a mission for one person alone.
Sincere's attitude is definitely strange, and not only for his constant whining.
I'm sure the treasure is nearby.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read.
Who might you be?
Credence Scudder, sir. At your service, sir.
The boy is shrouded in spectral stains. There's a ghost at work here.
Scudder? Are you brother to beloved Scudder?
Oh, no, nothing like that. He's my cousin.
There are two Scudder boys.
And who are you? Your lordship?
I'm the Banisher, Red McCraith. And while I welcome your civility, you may call me Red.
The Banisher that saved us from the beast. You, your lordship, are a hero.
Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What did he do in the woods?
Checking his traps, I suppose. Not that there's much game. I wish he wouldn't leave me.
Mr. Scudder, I suspect a haunting.
A haunting? Like a ghost? As him? Right here. That's terrible. But who could have... You don't think Beloved is... Can't be. It just can't be. It's not Beloved, is it? Did my cousin die?
Your cousin is fine, I think. For now.
Oh, good.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes, of course. If you think it important.
I'll go take a look at your house now.
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here.
He's so naive, he didn't imagine he could be haunted. No blood.
Beloved's father was a killer on the run, on his way to New Eden.
A bad man, but a good father? Seems unlikely. Someone's tried to wash the blood away, but whose?
Beloved fears himself doomed to repeat his father's mistakes.
It doesn't have to be that way. He has free will. There's nothing more to find here.
You prying Scots busybody! Who died and made you constable?
Easy now, Scudder. Your cousin gave me permission to come in.
Credence means everything he says, and thinks everyone else does too. What do you want?
I'm investigating a haunting. Your haunting, as a matter of fact. I don't yet know whose ghost it is, but it'll have good reason to linger.
I've seen your work. I've seen the bodies. Take your investigation and get out of my house.
No need to be so defensive. What are you hiding, Mr. Scudder?
No, you're trying to bewilder me. Out with you, out of my house.
At some point in the recent past, you washed blood from your clothes.
I did. So what? I hunt and I cook, Please, just leave us alone, I beg of you.
From your demeanor, I'm guessing it was your first time. Killing a man, I mean.
No! I dare not, I can't! No! Please, go!
Enough!
What foul retribution is this?
Son.
Oh no! They hanged the old man! They hanged old Jed! The line is doomed! I too shall swing!
You must be the boy's father.
My son is innocent.
I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
Look, to Credence.
What do you want, Ghost? Why have you come?
Beloved is my boy.
Yes, we get that. Good of you to visit. Why have you come?
We lived in Bristol. Barely. Shared a leaky room with other lodgers. All were ill all the time. My wife deserved better. We all did. I gathered every shilling I could and sent the boy, his mother and his cousin to the colonies. Beloved's my son, and now he's grown. I'll make sure he straightens up.
So you're here to protect Beloved? Protect him from what?
From corruption. From perdition. From my blood that runs in his veins. But most of all, I must protect him from corruption by his wily cousin, Credence. It takes a bad un to catch a bad un, and that's how I know Credence is vicious. He has a hiding place in the woods. There, you'll find the proof.
Where, exactly? How shall we know this hiding place?
There's a small wood cabin, but well hid. West of here, on the heights.
A wooden cabin hidey hole. West, got it.
What of Credence? Why do you believe him bad?
He was a hellion as a baby, and no mistake. Especially after his mum and dad died, and we took him in. I thought him an odd child. But he were happy with my Mary, and sweet too. She loved him. He's a bad un, and probably always was. He hides it better than any rogue, just as he hides the sharpness of his wit.
Why send him to New Eden, then?
Mary thought to take the boys as far from Bristol as she could go. In the colonies, so went her thinking, she could raise 2 good and honest men. But without her guiding hand, 'tis clear that Credence bent beloved, crooked.
Can you be sure beloved is innocent? He doesn't seem to believe it himself.
He has my blood. But he has his mother's too. And she were good. He has her heart. I know my son. He's no killer.
We'll investigate Credence's hideout then. Make our own minds up.
I speak the truth. You'll see it.
Beloved just learned of his father's death. Maybe we should go to him before searching Credence's hide.
Someone's lying.
Maybe everyone's lying.
So, we'll find out who.
He's dead. He's really dead. They hanged him, didn't they?
Aye, they did. Condolences.
Keep him. Jed was a bad father and a bad man. The world's a better place without him. Am I haunted by his ghost?
Aye. He's here to protect you, as a father ought.
Acting the father, now he's 6 feet under. I'd laugh if he hadn't tormented us so while alive.
Jed suggested we have a word with Credence. Any idea where he might be?
You shouldn't listen to my old man. He was not with us, never was. Leave Credence be. My cousin didn't. He's not. Look, if there's bad blood, 'tis mine. I'm evil to the marrow.
A man who stands up for his kin can't be all bad.
What does it matter if badness is in his blood? Do what you must. I'll not run. I'll face my fate, whatever it may be.
Did you kill the messenger?
In my dreams I see him drowning. His death weighs heavy upon me. I wish to think of him no more. Forget it! Forget the whole thing. I will, if I can.
Strange that Beloved talked of the drowning, but not the stabbing.
Either way, he fears he's a killer like his father.
Perhaps it's not too late. He may yet avoid his father's fate.
Well then, We'll find Credence's forest hiding hole and learn what's what.
Fine day for a walk, sir.
There's a cabin up on that bluff there.
Credence's hide, perhaps.
Spectre, going for a meat suit. That one is shielded.
Away with you!
On your feet, Scotsman. Dodge if you can.
Credence knew that Jed was hanged. He kept the news from Beloved.
Perhaps he was protecting Beloved from the pain. Nice view.
It covers all the main approaches. I started to think Jed Scudder had made it up. A plantation in the West Indies. Planned down to the purchase price. Wasn't the train band to be paid in silver? Quite the library for a man who can't read.
We've learned enough.
Jed was right. Credence is cleverer than he pretends. He reads and writes and plans ambitious plans.
A plantation needs a lot of coin. The silver connects him to the payroll robbery.
And to the murder. The manipulative little shite. We need to talk to the Scudder boys.
They're arguing. See if you can eavesdrop.
We must confess. Beg for mercy.
I will not hang.
I can't carry the burden.
You can. And you will.
Soon we'll put it behind us. New Eden. Everything.
I cannot put it behind me. I bashed a man's brains in. I must fess it.
No! I'll say you stabbed Askell's man and killed you in self-defense. As the Father, so the Son, they'll say, as they hang your corpse.
No!
What the? Jed?
No one move, including you, Jed.
Thank God you're here, Mr. McRae.
Nobody bloody talk either, until we sort this out.
What are you waiting for? Are you not going to take care of that ghost?
Credence, you knew the postman was stabbed. How did you know it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I knew it. I never mentioned it.
Surely you did. You must have.
Credence, the Scudder boy.
The Scudder boy plays the fool. Plays us all for fools.
Sir, you have it wrong. I swear it.
You needed money for your plantation in the West Indies. When the postman passed with a payroll, you took your chance. Beloved was not given to violence, so when he fled the scene, you followed the man and finished him off. You let Beloved believe himself guilty, but the plan was yours from start to finish. The dead man's blood is on your hands.
But I never...
Well, wouldn't you? You're no angel. You're no sheriff neither. So what are you gonna do about it?
Credence. How?
Oh, don't act the startled fawn, beloved. You're up to your neck in this too.
Credence Scudder, you and your cousin are haunted by the ghost of your Uncle Jed. That ends now. Credence Scudder, a malignant manipulator, you killed a man in cold blood and tried to lay the murder on your cousin. With the least of your many mischiefs, you brought the tormented soul of an anguished father back from the dead.
Sir, please, please, sir. I beg of you.
Pah! That soft shite will work on me no more. Time to cut the bad from you. See what's left.
This is unfair. I deserve the world. A curse upon you. He's dead. You've killed him. What is wrong with you? Get out of my house, murderer. No.
Leave him to his grief. It's a bad day to be beloved Scudder. Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse. Jane's fiery grove. Let's search around.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible. This must be Jane's watchtower.
They've got backup.
You're within gun range, Brent. Get out of there! This isn't over yet.
Sit down. What did you hold us? You're done.
Peaceful. No wonder she kept it to herself.
A haven where one can mourn and scheme. Well, I won't want to.
One day you shall have it, and we can scheme in it together. She's an artist. That makes her doubly dangerous.
She suffers alone. Reminds me of me upon a time.
She glories in the killing. You are not the same.
And here's the cache. There's enough powder and shot here to bring down an elephant.
Or a flock of hummingbirds, perhaps.
Jane tracked the mercenaries to the swamps. Jane means to kill them all.
With the help of Squire Sincere Paris.
I don't blame her. She didn't start the bloodshed. Why shouldn't she finish it? Let's go do a little scouting.